the chevron chain design. So again, you tie the very first bead, leave it about 2 inches from the end. So you begin to put in your beads. So you can again decide to change the colors of the beads or the shapes of the beads. So we're going to put in about 13 beads. You could use 11, but I'm going to use 13 here. Make sure the beads are tied very firmly at the end so that you do not allow your beads to run through the whole fishing line. So you tie it very firmly at the end, about 2 or 3 times. So you put in 13 beads. And then you pass the needle through the very first bead. So it closes up into an oval shape. Now you could put in about 7 or 8 beads. But here I'm going to use 8 beads. And the first bead I put in is the same as the other, and then I'm varying the sizes of the beads by putting in a slightly bigger bead and also a bead that has a different color. So what I have here is 7 beads. So now you pass the needle through the last beads towards the very curve. So leaving 3 beads in the middle of the arrangement. So if you pass the needle through the 2 beads, that's the 4th and the 5th bead. So it gives you the shape of a Y. But you can also pass the needle through just 1 bead, but make sure you leave about 3 beads in between. And then again, you run 7 beads again through the arrangement. On the other side, you see that I haven't put in the cream bead, so it's still the same number of beads, 7 beads, and the same regular size as the very first bead that I put in. So sometimes you can, if you like, vary your design by putting in a big bead on the other side. But here I want the big beads to be on the lower part of the necklace. So again, I pass the needle through the 2 beads at the end, maintaining 3 in the middle. So it's beginning to form ovals in opposite directions each time. So I put in the first black bead and the cream or round bead. So I put in the black bead, the first black bead, and the cream bead, and then the other beads, black beads. And then count 3 beads in the middle, and then put your needle through the 4th and the 5th bead to form another oval. So you can use any number of beads you want, depending on the width of the necklace that you desire. So you could use 11 beads, you could use 10 beads, you could use 13 beads as I'm using here, but I'm using 7 for continuation. So 3 beads are left in the middle. And then you count another 7 beads. For these beads, I'm using 0.50 mm for the fishing line. So you count in the beads again. On the lower side, 1 black bead and then a cream bead, and then 5 other black beads. In bead making or bead stringing, we could introduce a lot of variety by changing the color of the beads, or also changing the shapes of the beads. There are several variations of the chevron chain design. But again, there's no hard and fast rule about bead stringing. You could do whatever you desire, as long as you organize in such a way that it is quite regular in the way and manner in which you arrange your beads. There's no hard and fast rule in the art of bead stringing. So feel very free and allow the beads to dictate the way and manner in which you arrange them.